Hi everyone, welcome to Amaranth. These are general messages for the collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter placement. Let's get into it. So the first card you have, Virgo, is the number 6, Wish Fulfilling Gem. Now let's unpack. There is so much out here in the picture. There is a gem, of course, which is rising from this big ocean. And then there is like two figures out here. If you see, there is a one big figure like a Buddha. That's a big figure out here, which is, resting inside of Jocko orange and toast, looks like a flame. But then there is a smaller Buddha, a feminine image, which is right on top of the bigger male Buddha picture out here. I forget what they're called, technical terms. I forget, but this is more like a union of, male and female union, or heart and mind union, or intelligence and emotion union. So I feel that for you, Virgos, your 6th house energy in general as a collective, which is related to methodical work, analysis, harvest, and and balancing. So I feel that at this point in time, wish fulfilling gem. This is you could be something like it perfected some craft or some art of that you are passionate about. And this could be something that you have analyzed to the depth and now you're ready to create something out of it. You could be into providing services in the world or in your company, maybe after a long, extensive research and knowing the need for it. So some kind of a breakthrough moment that's happening for you, Virgos, right now. Some wish that something that you have been working towards is now coming to fruition. Maybe you're getting recognized for all of your efforts and people appreciate the work that you put in and the insights that you bring to the table. This could be new opportunities landing on your desk, because of the hard work that you have put in. But something that you have earned through a lot of hard work, research, analysis, you put your heart and soul into it. Something that has made you wiser. You have learned a lot. And now you're ready to bring it to the world, share it with the world, or apply it in your life or in your professional lives. This energy can play out in your lives in so many ways. So this is fulfillment. This is something that you have worked on for a long time, and now you're seeing the results of it. Maybe you had a vision of creating something artistic, maybe writing a journal or writing a book or creating some music. This is even starting a business, these days. There is something called as micro brands for those people that want to innovate, that want to try different things, who are not eligible for higher grants from the banks. But micro brands is recognizing that there is some potential in the work that you're doing. You could be receiving some kind of crowdfunding as well, or some mentorship programs you might be enrolled in, or people might be partnering up with you because they like your vision, they like your confidence, they like what you, the work that you have put in, the analysis that you bring. This could also be, you're an earth sign that's ruled by Mercury. So something which combines earth and mind. It could be architectural projects. It could be agricultural projects. It could also be health related because 6th house is health. So you could be into wellness initiatives, creating some wellness products out there. Or you could be into analysis-based learning, research, teaching, mentoring. Maybe you're creating some tools, some apps that can help the tasks at work, that can simplify the tasks at work. Maybe you're into something like that. This is also about, like when it... also this is like, planting seeds you have planted seeds a long time ago, and now you're seeing the results of it. A lot of toiling has gone into it, a lot of nurturing of that seed. Maybe you had to plant several of them, or you had to plant it time and time again, seasonally. But now it's showing, maybe it's sprouting, maybe it's growing bigger, in some way, shape, or form. This could also be agriculture practices that you're taking into something related to earthy projects. It could be This would be like at architectural levels, agricultural levels as well, like some horrible experiments you're doing, or maybe the way you plant seeds, or maybe in a bigger agricultural companies that grow produce. There's there's a very hot concept these days of regenerative agriculture. There's also where regenerative agriculture is a practice where the soil is built up to support the seeds well, like at the farms, the ranches, um just researching more about the natural processes, about nature, the and see how, it's that one produces waste to be used as a manure or nurturing for another product. It's that kind of permaculture, regenerative agriculture, and things like that. You could also be into sustainable living practices, like, building mud huts, or using nature or natural available resources as a more sustainable practice. DIY projects out of those inside of your house, or you could be promoting that at a city level, global level. Utilizing of natural resources is also something like a sustainable habit, like the rainwater harvesting, right? The rainwater is collected, used for so many purposes, like solar panels, like using the sun to create the electricity. So those kind of initiatives. And microgrants is a very popular thing these days for these kind of initiatives. So getting recognized for something that you have done at a ground level, something that you have built for yourself. The next card you have, Virgos, is your card itself. Virgo, look how synchronistic is this. Below it says integrity, reverence, and service. Now, if you look at the picture, it's very serene, very calm. There's angel wings here, so protection by angels. Virgo, your sixth house energy, you're always devoted to your work, the way you do it, methodically. I feel you find your work as a sacred space or as a sacred devotion. The way you do it with so much care, with so much precision, with so much energy and heart that you put into it. So I feel that at this point in time, everything that you are doing right now, Virgos, I feel it's with that sacred energy. Whether it's everyday task or it's something that you have started, or whether it's a sacred, it's a spiritual or a spiritual practice. But I feel that you're doing everything with very clean and clear intentions. Very clean intentions is what I'm getting. This angel wings here, white color, and the heart over here, which is the vase. Half of it is open for transparency, so you can see exactly through and through the vase. There's nothing hidden. So the heart is open and it's clean and there's integrity. And you're doing everything like in a very devoted way, whether it's devotion to any practice, spiritual practice, devotion to work, devotion to your studies, or devotion to your house, family, friends, community. You could mean to social service as well. But something which you revere, it's rooted in reverence, something that you worship. Maybe it's a tradition, maybe it's the altar, or maybe you're taken to a certain faith and religion that you're following it wholeheartedly. This could also be supporting community people that need support and not even asking money or anything in return for it. It could be, something like, Virgo, your motto for the most part is service is sacred, is the kind of energy that I'm picking up from this. Service is sacred. And some of you might be working towards healing other people or bringing people together as, or doing something as a selfless service, not asking for anything in return, whether you're doing charity or whether you're just physically helping people, the seniors or kids or people in your community that need help. Sorry about that, guys. So basically, Virgos, what I'm trying to say is meaningful, purposeful. Could be related to wellness. Maybe you're trying to, maybe you're becoming a yoga instructor. Maybe you're becoming a gym instructor. Or whether you're just stirring small circles where you're just sipping tea and talking about issues that are deep. Something that can help each other. When people listen to each other's stories and what's going on in their lives, it actually is an act of healing. So some kind of a service that you're devoted, some purpose, some cause that you're devoting yourself to, and following a certain routine, like, maybe once a week or maybe once a month or bi-weekly or something like that. Maybe I'm also getting meals. Maybe you're cooking meals for the elderly, your neighbors or somebody, and you're helping them out in some way. But some routine which is different, which is very mindful, which is in which you find yourself at, in which you honor yourself. And, when we honor our lives as a vessel where we are able to provide for others and give to others back, it's that kind of an energy. I've seen seed libraries recently where libraries collect seed and they give it away for free. People can come and they can plant those seeds in the gardens and actually grow a forest and, enjoy the art of gardening and planting seeds and getting the harvest. And they do it free of cost. So that's something which is, this energy playing out in the community. This could also be like, something that you're devoted to, something that you have clarity, purpose, and compassion for. And you're doing it consistently. You're not like, one day you did it and that's it. So it's something that, out of reverence that you're doing it out of service. Service, integrity with an open heart and clean care heart. Next to Virgo is the number 17, and it says harmony. It further says balance, energy, breath, and flow. So the number 1, 7, and 8 are coming through prominent with this energy. Harmony, yes, your house number 6, you're the midpoint of the zodiac wheel. So that itself, is like a harmonic point. Your earth, you're the earth energy. You are the fixed earth ruled by Mercury. Harmony is yes, it involves like, having that breath work. It says over here breath and flow. And breath work is very important to balance our system, our body, to balance our blood pressure. I'm not a doctor, but this is what I was told. Breath work, it balances your body, helps with the blood regulation and things like that. So keeping some time out for that is an important, I would say everybody should try that, should try setting some time aside for that as well for the breath work. But outside of that, not just the body, but it also helps us build focus to stay, to focus better, to be sharp, to align, to be aligned. It also says balance. So you, yes, on the internal side, we achieve balance by doing this yoga. And, the ancient practitioners, they believed this very strongly, that if you're able to control your breath, which is also known as the life force, it's called the prana, it all helps us to strengthen, it helps us to strengthen our mind. And it's backed by science as well. So, of course, for bodily functions, it's very important, but it's also important to have periodical breaths, nevertheless. Just to keep us healthier, overall wellness, to drink water, to go for frequent breaks. That's how we keep our balance, and even meditation, if you can include that, then it'll work wonders for each one of us. So having those pauses, rather than just running nonstop, is something that comes with, the ways that we can maintain balance in our day-to-day lives. Have those routines that are mindful, not just running around from one job to another, from one place to another, or, having 100 things planned in a day. No, that doesn't make sense at all anymore. But this is also about shifting your daily habits. What you do, dedicate your time to. What do you drink? When you wake up, when you sleep, how much time are you devoting to digital media? Sorry about that noise. So, so it's all about... Okay, so, sorry about that noise. So basically, the balance is all about, our active role in how we accomplish that balance, whether we divide our time, sensibly in all the activities, how we take periodic breaks in order to manage our energy, and do breath work in order to ground and center ourselves. Go with the flow. Flow means aligning your mind, body, and spirit. Everything aligned. That's when we're able to go with the flow. If your heart is conflicted or your mind is conflicted, you will not be able to put in the energy. We will not be able to dedicate ourselves or devote ourselves to the task. So mind, body, and spirit has to be in alignment for us to be able to flow, for the energy to flow, for us to be staying focused and deliberate with our intentions. So, yeah, and this is not like, you have to be very actively participating in establishing balances. It's not you can't just stay still or passive or not participate. So you have to be actively managing the energy in order to restore balance. For some of you, this could also be restoring balance, not only in your health or schedule or routines, it can also be in your relationships. How are you maintaining balance in your relationships? Are you giving them enough time? Are you spending enough time? This could also be balance. In the current times, also, I feel that, as a collective, as a Virgo collective, if you see people are even people can, come together and talk and resolve conflicts. This can also be, it's like when another thing that comes to mind is establishing a balance in the way things are done. For example, in relation to factories, right? So when you're having too many factories and too much manufacturing, there's so much of pollution that's going into the environment. But if we balance it out with forest restoration and managing that pollution in the environment, that's how we balance out the excess pollution. That's another way of balancing. So if you are kind of negotiating between, your teams or your companies, if there was a conflict, then this is an opportunity to establish that kind of balance, through talking, communication, and putting our point across. There is also the new concept of, it's called, I think, cul-de-sac neighborhoods or something like that. It's also called, I believe, so slow streets, where people are encouraged to bike and walk to stores and, to stores and to other convenient places like, barber shops and things like that. So cul-de-sac or slow streets concept is coming up. Why? Because they want to promote people coming out of their homes and actually being visible, right, on their bikes or on their foot, enjoying the walks and being able to commute without using their vehicles. So that's the concept of establishing a flow in the community where people are able to talk to each other, see each other, or we know who lives around us. So that's another way we, of establishing flow in the community, in the world. You could be into something, you could be participating in activities related to that as well. And the last card for today you have, Virgo, is the Three of Pentacles. This is minor arcana, and this is earth energy. Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, collective energies. So I do feel that this is like, see, in the picture, if you see, there are three bats here collaborating, creating something magical because there's stars all around. The bats are also pretty. And if you see, the pattern on each of the bats is different, which means they're all different, coming from different backgrounds, different kinds of bats. So different for you, you might be working with people that are from different backgrounds, different skills, different age groups, different communities, different backgrounds. Who knows? But you're bringing something to the table that allows you to accomplish something meaningful, something better in a powerful way, where you're able to combine the talents of each and create something which makes sense, which is used by the company or by the world, or it could be by your family. It could be creating apps. It could be creating crafts. Even this looks like cloths to me. They're like, cloth. It could be it looks like a shimmery cloth, so which is used at, weddings or things like that. You could be wedding planners or doing something in relation to clothwork fashion, or designers. Could also be paintings or graphics, just based on the artwork which is over here. But this could, it's like teams collaborate all the time, whether it's for marketing products or whether it's, Uber rides or whether it's anything. No, it's not a single person mission. It's like a joint collaborative effort, no matter which company you name and you think about even small businesses come together, or even small business owners, the people that are working come together, whether it's family, whether it's friends or peers, they come together, whether it's in creating a movie or writing a music or playing instruments, whatever, it's partnering up because they have a goal, combined goal. So, and I feel that, they're enjoying the process of it. So you're enjoying, you're having fun. And once we're having fun working, that's the recipe for success, for staying dedicated to putting the effort if you're enjoying the process. So I feel that you are creating something, and it looks like, world, cosmic, galaxy, you might be working on teams related to space missions, NASA, something like that, or space technologies, web technologies, because there's a whirlpool up here that looks like a cosmic whirlpool to me. But again, like I said, it's like it could be any company, any endeavor that you could be working on. And these are general messages. So let me know in the comments how these energies play out in your lives or in the environment around you. It just helps me connect better with the people over here at Amaranth that are watching videos at Amaranth. So hope you enjoyed your messages, Virgo. So thank you guys for joining. Please subscribe and hit the like if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye for now.